Alright, how's it going guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we are going to be talking about something that you guys were asking me so much of yesterday, and it's kind of the one thing that Rockstar didn't allude to on their Newswire post talking about Grand Theft Auto Online bikers and more that's going to be coming to Grand Theft Auto Online soon. The keyword there was soon, as they didn't give us a release date. And because of this, a ton of you guys were asking me on Twitter, when's the release date? You know, when do you think we're going to see this DLC come out? You know, is it going to be coming out tomorrow or Tuesday or, you know, next week, or what's going on with the release date here? Basically, a lot of people want to know, and I don't blame them because if you know the release date, you can plan around it. You can make sure you have enough money. You can make sure that you know, your schedule is free so that you can enjoy the content with your friends and whatnot. So I totally get that. I like knowing the release date too. It certainly helps me out, but I think we have a general idea of when this DLC might be coming out in Grand Theft Auto Online, and a little bit more thanks to Rockstar's previous patterns of releasing DLCs, and we're going to be talking about all of that in this video today. So before we jump into specifics, I just want to say that based off of Rockstar's general history, whenever they say coming soon, it typically doesn't mean like a couple days or a week. It typically is about 3 to 4 weeks, maybe even closer to a month. So with that in mind, we're going to talk about some of the specifics right now of the last two DLCs that were actually released. So if you guys recall, Finance and Felony and Cunning Stunts were both announced kind of in a teaser format, very similar to what we got to yesterday on May 9th, 2016. This is where Rockstar once again showed off two screenshots, very similarly to what we got yesterday with Grand Theft Auto Online bikers, regarding Finance and Felony and Cunning Stunts. Very limited details were provided about each one, and of course, no release date was set then. Again, very similarly to what we did yesterday. Then 18 days later, which is about 2.5 weeks, Finance and Felony was formally announced on May 27th, where we were given a couple more screenshots. We were also given some more information regarding how Finance and Felony was going to work. So that happened on May 27th and happened 18 days after the original post. So that's going to be my guess as well, that around that 18-day mark from now, we are going to get a little bit more information on Grand Theft Auto Online bikers. Then on June 2nd, which was just about 5 or 6 days later, we actually received a trailer for Grand Theft Auto Online Further Adventures in Finance and Felony. And then, of course, we know that it released on June 7th. And that was the official release date that was established on May 27th. So let's assume that that timeline is generally going to be correct for Grand Theft Auto Online bikers. This is kind of when we might expect to see some things. So roughly 18 days after September 19th, which was yesterday when this information was released, would be around Friday, October 7th or Thursday, October 6th. So that's possibly when we could see the next batch of information regarding something about Grand Theft Auto Online bikers. If we flash forward to about 5 or 6 days later, that'll take us to somewhere around the 12th or the 13th, maybe even the 11th of October. And then I'm assuming that we could expect a release date on Tuesday, October 18th, 2016. So that is simply my best guess, but that does line up with Rockstar's timeline for when they actually could release this. Whenever they say soon, like I said, it's typically about a month. Now, another reason why I believe this is the case is I'm assuming that Grand Theft Auto Online bikers is going to be packaged with Halloween 2016 content. As I mentioned in previous videos, I don't expect Rockstar to not add anything for the Halloween 2016 DLC, especially with what they did last year. They set the bar really high for themselves, so I think if they were to do anything less, it would be seen as a disappointment. So that's exactly why I'm expecting Rockstar to add a bunch of Halloween content as well, and bikers would provide the perfect opportunity to package that DLC content into the game. And if it was released on October 18th, that would give Rockstar ample time to appropriately add the timely Halloween content into the game without having to wait too long. A lot of people are saying it's going to come out like today or tomorrow, but that doesn't really make sense. Why would Rockstar create a newswire saying coming soon with very little information if it was going to be releasing next week? We know their process where they release more information and then a trailer and then the DLC itself. So people that are expecting it to come out very soon, like a week, maybe even 2 weeks from now, I think you guys are getting a little bit far ahead of yourself, and it's going to be a little bit longer than we all think. And also, that would leave an extremely long gap between the Halloween content and the release of Grand Theft Auto Online Bikers. Rockstar doesn't want to have that content sitting in tunables for that long. That just wouldn't make sense for them to add it into the game if they were going to hold on to it for longer than, 2 or 3 weeks. So that's my estimation for Grand Theft Auto Online Bikers. But also, something else that was teased in Rockstar's newswire the other day has something to do with what's also coming next for Grand Theft Auto Online. And I actually believe this has nothing to do with Grand Theft Auto Online Bikers and actually has to do with the DLC that's going to be coming after. So this is the quote. And while loyal MCs will fight to expand their foothold alongside black-collar CEOs and organizations, there's always another opportunity to make your mark just around the corner. Keep an eye out for high-level, high-risk, vehicle-based ventures to spring up across Los Santos and Blaine County soon. So as I was talking about, I'm assuming this is going to be the DLC after Bikers, very similarly to the way that the Cunning Stunts DLC was the update after Further Adventures in Finance and Felony. So keep in mind that Finance and Felony released on June 7th, and then Cunning Stunts was officially announced on July 7th, which was actually 1 month later on the dot after Finance and Felony, and its release date was set 5 days later to July 12th. So once again, that could be another estimation as to when we could see that other high-risk, high-vehicle DLC. That's just what I'm going to call it for now. If we go back to my October 18th prediction, obviously 1 month later or sometime around that, maybe on Friday, November 18th, we see the announcement of, this new DLC, the one that features high vehicles, high risk, high rewards, and then sometime after that, we will see an update added into the game. Now, the only reason I think that might be a little bit too soon is because I think that this DLC, whatever it's going to be, the vehicle-based business venture one, is going to be released similar to when Executives and Other Criminals was released, so that Rockstar could tie in the Christmas 2016 or the holiday 2016 update to that as well. So I think that because during the summer there aren't really any holidays for Rockstar to cater to, they were able to release Finance and Felony and Cunning Stunts back to back, pretty much no problem. But I do think there is going to be a slight delay between when this first DLC is released, which is Bikers, and then this other one, which is the Business Ventures. But I do think that Business Ventures will be released sometime in November, December, before the holidays and before Christmas, so that Rockstar can once again package another DLC with that update. And like I said, I don't expect Rockstar to skimp out here and not do a Christmas update, because the one they did in 2015 once again set the bar so high for themselves that if they did anything less, I believe it would be seen as a disappointment. So now what I want to do is talk to you guys about what I think this high-level, high-risk, vehicle-based business venture update is going to be. So I think that this is actually very promising, because one thing it might actually do is give us some free mode events or something like that to do up in Blaine County. Rockstar specifically mentioned Los Santos and Blaine County, and that is something that's very cool, including places like Sandy Shores, Grapeseed, Palito Bay, all sorts of areas like that I'm very excited about. I saw a lot of people joking that it's just going to be like Simeon telling us to grab vehicles like the Sanchez, the Duster, or even something like the Tractor, or grabbing like a Field Master from Palito Bay and delivering it all the way to his warehouse in the port of Los Santos. I saw some pretty funny comments like that online. So I thought that that could be pretty cool. But also, what's the point of Rockstar mentioning high level, high risk? I think I know what this is. So remember, a couple days ago, Rockstar gave out a promotion for players. If they reach level 135, they would get $1 million. I think that is going to be the requirement in order to do these missions. High level, high risk, meaning if you're not above a certain level, you won't be able to participate in this vehicle-based business venture. So again, it would seem weird that Rockstar would lock some sort of free mode event or update to only those that are above a certain rank, but at the same time, why would they put such an emphasis on stating high level, high risk? So it'll be interesting to see what that is. Again, it sounds like vehicle-based CEO kind of free mode opportunities in Los Santos and Blaine County. Obviously, we have very little information about this update. We have more information about the bikers update, but I still think this is pretty cool as it's going to be one of the next updates coming into Grand Theft Auto Online after GTA Bikers. So once again, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about all the information we talked about in this video today. Do you think my idea of the plausible release timeline is correct? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys there. If you did go on to enjoy the video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Without the way guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care and I'll see you guys in the next video.